What's up, everybody? It is Daniel Weafi, and I am the legal marketing coach. And if you don't know who I am just an average guy that for the past 15 plus years has started three legal document preparation businesses that have each made me more than six figures a year. And what I want to teach you is I want to show you exactly what I did to have successes so that you don't need to run into the same landmines that I ran into. All right. Because at the end of the day, that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is learning from other people's mistakes so that you don't repeat it. So if I stepped on a mine and blew off my leg, guess what, baby? I don't want you to step on that same landmine. Got it? And what we are going to do today in today's video is we're going to talk about sales. How can you sell somebody to buying your $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 legal document preparation offer? Whether you're selling divorce, immigration, bankruptcy, whatever the case is, you guys. All right. So before we start with this video, if you are needing somebody to help you along the lines or teach you, if you feel like you need somebody that's been there and done that, that can help you get to a place where you're making $20,000 to $30,000 on up a month in legal document preparation, even if you're not a lawyer, guess what? I have a link for you. So for the next few weeks, as long as this video is up, I am accepting applications to join my academy. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the link that is in the description of this video. You're going to click that link, fill out that short application, watch the video at the top if you need more information. And then once you fill out the application, if it's a good fit, then myself or one of my team members will call you back and we'll talk about how you can get in, what it looks like, and if we can help you. All right. But without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up my whiteboard. All right. So we have the whiteboard up here, and let me expand it so I can see. Here we go. All right. So how we made $50,000 to $80,000 plus a month in legal documents preparation. Okay. And again, need help and coaching. You're going to go to the link in the description. All right. So in today's video, we're going to discuss sales. Let me put some dollar signs right here, baby. So this is one thing, you guys, which is tricky for many people, right? Because many of us have a bad connotation when it comes to sales. All right. So many of us believe that sales is a four-letter word, that it's somehow evil, that you are not doing right, or it's icky if you are doing sales. Okay. And this is going to be further from the truth. All right. All sales is, when it comes down to it, you guys, and the philosophy of it is you are offering a service or a product to somebody that they need. And based off of that equal exchange of goods, they give you money and then you give them service. Both sides win. Okay. I'm going to repeat, both sides win when sales is actually done right. Okay. The issue that many people have with sales is they have this bad connotation based off of the used car salesman model, right? Everybody's been there to a used car salesman and they're pushy. Well, let me not say all of them. So, some used car salesmen are very pushy and people just have a bad connotation to it. And because of that, nobody wants to feel bad. Okay. Now, the way we do sales and the way that I have always taught my students how to do sales is I teach my students how to do what is called consultative sales. Okay. So, consultative sales. And with consultative sales, you guys and ladies, basically what that is doing is you are helping to guide them to pick a solution that works the best from them. And at the end of your conversation, you guys, you're not pushing them or prodding them or trying to force them or bulldoze your way into getting a sale. You basically give them a few different options. You let them pick. And then once they pick, it organically leads to you saying, okay, Visa or MasterCard. And that person will pay you money. Okay. And it's that simple. Okay. It's that simple. When you go about sales in a when you go about sales in a helpful way or as a counselor or coach, whatever you want to call it feels good. Okay. And even when people say no, which they will, okay, because people will say no, it will it'll be a very, very nice no. Okay. Because like none of us want to get yelled at or screamed at or cussed out or you know what I'm saying? None of us want that. Okay. So, and I'm going to teach you how to do it in a proper manner. All right. So let's go ahead and delete this. All right. So there's 5 steps, you guys. Okay. 5 steps that I teach my students to do sales properly. Okay. Are you ready for it? I know that you are. All right. So, step number one, you guys, is you want to build up rapport. Okay. When you are on a sales conversation, right? And we'll discuss marketing on another video. Basically, what is it that you do exactly in order to find people that want your service, be it your service is a divorce business. And again, you guys, this is for people that are lawyers and non-lawyers. Okay, this it works the same for either or. Okay, so the only thing with non-lawyers is you can't give legal advice, but we discuss everything that you got to do from step A to Z in the document preparation academy, which you can get access to, fill out the application at the link that's in the description of this video. So, what you want to do, and if you're listening to this on a podcast, the link will be in the show notes as well. So, the biggest thing that you want to do, you guys, is once you call somebody, right, or they call you and you return the message, you want to build rapport. You want to make them feel good. Okay. That's the biggest thing. Make the person feel good. Make them feel like you're their friend. Okay. Basically, you want to make sure that they feel like you're their advocates, okay, that you have their best interest at hands, okay, at hand. So when somebody calls you, let's say they leave a message or they call you directly, you're going to be in a conversational tone. I hate using, oh, well, hey, Mr. Smith, this is Daniel with Vegas Divorce Pros. I saw that you left a message about getting a divorce. No, I don't like to get like super, super proper. So I am respectful, I am professional, but I talk to them like I talk to a friend. So depending on their age. Obviously, if they're an older person, I talk a bit more, properly. Okay, but I'm all bubbly. I'm like, hello, James. This is Daniel with Vegas Divorce Pros, just giving you a call back. I got your message. Looks like we are going through a divorce. Looks like you have two kids and your wife is not willing to sign. Is that correct? And then Jim is like, or James, whatever his name was, he's going to say, wow, yes, yes, that's it. That's it. All right. And what you want to do, you guys, is when you're building up rapport, you want to get a good feel for them and you want to repeat what it is that they called you for because they'll whether they're sending you a message, maybe you got the lead by email or they left a message, they're going to tell you what's going on, right? And you just want to repeat that back to them just so that they know that you know what the hell you're talking about and that you understand the situation that they are going through. Okay. And you say on the rapport step as long as possible because basically you want them to feel again that you are their advocate, that you are friendly, that you know what the hell that you are doing, because before a person will give you money, 1,500 bucks, 2,000, $3,000, they have to know and understand that you know them, like them, and trust them. Okay, so they must feel that you know them, like them, and trust them. All right. I want you to just like tattoo that on your forehead. Know them, like them, and trust them. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tattoo that on your forehead, but I do want you to remember that. Okay. So once you build up rapport, you guys, the next step is diagnosis. Okay. If I can spell diagnosis, you want to be able to diagnose the problem. Okay. So basically, again, you're repeating the problem back to them, and you're basically after you built up rapport, you're going to state, okay, so basically, you have two kids, your wife isn't willing to sign, is that correct? And then James is going to say yes, and then you're going to say, all right, so James, tell me what is going on, okay? And basically James is going to talk. Okay, he's going to tell you what's going on, he's going to have a conversation with you. And one golden rule of sales, you guys, is you don't want to be the person that's doing all the talking. You should strive to only do literally 20% or less of the talking. Okay, and this is very, very important, and this is one landmine that a lot of people that are new to sales will do is they'll jabber, 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 talk, 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 talk. No, stop talking. Let them talk, because it's known that the person that is asking the questions, right, is the person who is leading the conversation and is in control. Okay. And so you want them to just talk as long as is needed. And in actuality, the longer they talk, you guys, the more apt you are to close a sale. And if you can get to a point where you're closing one out of three, four, or five people that you talk to a $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 sale, you are going to be making so much money. It is not even funny. Okay. But you got to get them to talk. Okay. So they're going to talk. You're going to listen. If you have any questions, you can ask them just to make sure that you have clarity in what they are saying. Okay. So diagnose the problem and you talk no more than 20% of the time. And this is going to help you, you guys and ladies, when you are on conversations, because when you're doing a bunch of talking, that's tiring. Okay. When you're just talking, 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 that, that makes you tired, and I don't know about you. I'm 42 years old as I record this video, and I get tired, you guys. And even me doing this video, I'm doing all this talking. I'm getting tired right now. My mouth is getting all dry and everything like that. Let them do all the talking and all the work, you guys. Okay. All right. So once they have talked, you guys, you're going to basically assess, meaning you're going to assess the what they told you. So you're going to state, okay, so XYZ happened, James, so you got married here and then your wife left you for another woman and she's drained out your bank accounts and this and that and blah blah blah. Yes, yes, that's right, Daniel. All right. So at that point, you have assessed the situation. Okay. And throughout this call, you guys, You want to maintain what is called a doctor's frame, meaning that you are the professional, that you are the doctor, right? Because all of us have been to a doctor before. And when you go to a doctor, what does he or she do? They ask you a bunch of questions. They diagnose what's going on with you, and then they assess it. And then after that, they're going to prescribe whatever the medication or the remedy to solve that issue is, right? So if I go in for a sore throat, maybe they have to give me doxycycline or amoxicillin or whatever, right? And in this case, okay, you are diagnosing the problem and you're assessing it. And what do they need? They need your legal document service, whether it's immigration, divorce, whether it is real estate, whether it's wills, probate, whatever the case is, you guys, your documents, your service, if you're a non attorney or if you are an attorney, then you representing them is going to be the prescription to their assessment. Okay. So basically, in this instance, what I will tell James is I'll say, okay, so basically, what you need, James, is you need to do a complaint divorce. And this is what the steps are. So, step number one, we're going to prepare the documents, and then we're going to get you to sign and notarize them. And then we're going to take it to the courthouse. We're going to pay your filing fee. Filing fee costs $300. You don't need to worry about that, James, because we pay for that fee out of the total funds that you give us. Okay. So, we make it super easy for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hire a process server. They're going to serve your wife the divorce papers. And then at that point, James, your wife is going to have 20 days to respond back if she wants to contest it. Now, if she does not contest it, James, then we can go back in, file a default. That's going to get accepted by the judge, and then we'll go back in, file the decree of divorce. That gets signed by the judge, and then at the end, James, you are going to be divorced. You're going to be happy, even though your woman ran away with another woman. Guess what? You're going to be divorced. You're going to be able to find yourself another woman, and then you're going to be able to throw yourself this nice, awesome divorce party and go to the strip club, have a bunch of strippers. Hopefully, you invite me. Don't tell my wife. Just kidding. And everything is going to be all good to go, James. And then James is going to be like, wow, yes, I love this guy, right? And you guys, I know sometimes I may sound a little bit corny, but that's just my personality. And that's another thing that I will tell you, ladies and gents, is let your personality shine. So I'm a bit goofy and a little bit aloof. And I'm very lighthearted and I like to joke around. 20% of the time, my jokes suck and they're a little bit corny, but it's all good. That's just me. So if you're not a comedian, don't try to be funny because that's just horrible. Okay. But just let your personality shine, you guys. But have fun with the calls. Okay. And just be yourself. Okay. Just don't be dry and boring. Yeah, don't be that guy or that chick. Okay. So basically, I've given him the what the process is at that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him the prescription. Okay, the RX, the prescription. All right. So basically, James, what we do is we have two options that we can do to get you started, and you tell me what you want, which option works the best for you. Okay. Matter of fact, let me type that in. Which option? Uh, Actually, let me rephrase that. We have two options that'll work for you, James. And get to calling your people by their first name because that's another thing in sales is you want to connect with the person, and the more you say their names, the more they're going to love you. Trust me. So we have two options that'll work for you, James. You just tell me what works the best for you, and we'll get you started. Okay, and you say it very firmly with assertion. Okay, we'll get you started. Okay, don't say okay. So James, we have two options for you, and if any of them work okay for you, just let me know. Is that okay? Like don't answer it with a question mark at the end. Answer it with an exclamation point at the end. Like you know what you're doing, that you're bold and you're confident because People like people and they trust people that are confident. Okay. So you just tell me what works the best for you, James, and we're going to get you started. Okay. And you see how am just assuming the sale? I'm assuming that James is going to go with me. Why wouldn't he go with me? He has a problem. I have the solution or the prescription. Let's get you started. So it makes no sense if I have strep throat again and I go to the doctor and I'm like, oh, and the doctor tells me I need to take amoxicillin, and I tell him, no, I'm good, doctor. I'll keep on having this fire throats. And yeah, I just came to chat. I don't want the prescription. The doctor's gonna look at me crazy, like, what the hell is wrong with that? Get out of my office. That's well, they're probably not gonna say all that, but you get what I'm trying to say. Okay. And so James is naturally going to say yes because he wants to hear what the prescription is. Okay. And at this point, you guys, 99% of the people that you're talking to, they are going to roll with you. The only thing that would necessarily prevent them 9 times out of 10 is the price. And that's okay because I don't want you guys like charging cheap prices and not making money. I want y'all making like 1,500 bucks, 2,000, $3,000, okay, for selling these legal services that you do. And you can do that as long as you do it in the correct way. Okay. So the last step, you guys, is choice. Okay. Or yeah, we'll call it choice. All right. So basically, let them choose which one of the two options works the best for them. Okay. So, James, we have first option is a paid in full option, and it is $1,500. And we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And if you need a payment plan, James, we have that for you. And that's going to cost $1,900, in which case you got to put 1,000 down to get you started, and you can make payments on the balance. Which option works the best for you? Okay, those are the magic words, you guys. Which option works the best for you? And again, 99 times out of 100, James is going to choose an option. Like, people are never going to say, neither, no. Like, honestly, I have been doing this for 15 years, and I don't remember anybody ever saying no, neither. You suck, Daniel. I've never had anybody say anything like that. They always choose an option. Okay. And so once they choose an option, you're going to reaffirm that. Okay. So if we get you started with the payment plan, or when we get you started with the payment plan, you put down $1,000, that will help you out the best, James. Yes, it will. Okay, great. So, and this naturally and organically, again, you guys, leads you to the next question. It'll only take us about 15 minutes to get you started. I just need to ask you a few questions. And for the $1,500, will that be, I'm sorry, for that $1,000 down payment, will that be Visa or MasterCard? Will that be Visa or MasterCard? Okay. And that's it. Okay. And so, as long as you're closing 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 people that you talk to, you're going to be making so much money. You're going to be able to get to 30,000, 40, $50,000 on up a month. Okay. Now, look, you're not going to get to 50 to $80,000 a month like I have, overnight. That's not going to happen. Okay. But for you to get to a place where you're making 20, $30,000 in the next 4 to 6 months, as long as you're willing to work hard and bust tail and do things properly and have a game plan, okay, there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. Okay. So, what I want y'all to do is, if you think it's a good fit, if you're willing to work, if you want to make a ton of money, if you want to have freedom for your family in 2023, then I want you to go to the link that's in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube video, if you're listening to this as a podcast, I want you to go to the link that is in the show notes. Okay. And I want you to go ahead and fill out that application. And then if it's a good fit, we'll call you. We'll have what is called a clarity call, just so that you can get clear on what it is that's needed. And then even if this is the right thing for you. And if it is, then we'll talk about how to get you into our academy. It's an online academy, so we do it online. We have Zoom calls, we have calls within the group, and we chat every day. We talk, we give you steps, game plan. There's a lifetime membership that you get to our membership site with like hours and hours of video training and all the forms that you need. It's really kick ass. So, again, you guys, this has been Daniel Wiafi, the legal marketing coach. Let's make some money in 2023. Okay? That's how you do an affirmative, assumptive close, baby.